Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSG81 and today I will be doing a review for this Marvel Legends the Spider-Man 2099. Okay, so this is one Spider-Man which I really love the design because of the diversity as compared to the normal Spider-Man design. Finally, I'm able to grab this reissue or 2.0 or whatever you call it. Yeah, so I'm very happy because the previous one, when I tried to hunt it down, it's very expensive already. So I'm very glad they actually remake it, and it does looks pretty good. And I did saw some preview of the comparisons of these two. Just looks a little bit different, but I kind of like this paint a lot better. Okay, so before we dig into that, let's take a look at the box. It's very nice again, and I kind of surprised that it goes with this cardboard version. It's very hard, so it's a very collectors friendly kind of packaging. I wouldn't be surprised if some collectors actually don't want to open it and just hang it on the wall. It's a very rigid kind of packaging. Very nice. It's like a comic books version, as you can see. Very beautiful with this like foolproof collectors friendly. And also you can see from the back there's a little bit of story of this Spider-Man 2099. You can take a look right now. Yep, and it does tell you how to change the hands. We all know that. And this is a very nice poses of this Spider-Man. And without further ado, let's get him out. Okay, so this is Spider-Man 2099 right out of the box, and the very first moment when I took him out, I just couldn't believe my eyes on how beautiful the paint actually looks, especially the blue part. Wow, it just kind of reminds me of the SH Figuarts Iron Man Mark 6, the battle damage ones. Yes, the paint itself is something like a matte kind of finishing, and this one does looks a lot like it. As you can see, both of the paints looks rather similar, and even the red is not disappointing. It's very clean cut. There is no smearing or any portion of it. It looks very nicely painted, and it even have some shining on it once the lights reflected of it. Very good looking ones. Oh, the entire figure is just looking very good, especially on the mask. You can see how good looking the mask is, and it's very different as compared to the usual Spider-Man design. Wow, this is very nice. I do know that Mezco have made ones and that looks absolutely beautiful, but believe me, that Mezco Spider-Man can actually make up to 6 of these. I mean, in terms of the cost, yeah, that's how expensive it is. You can buy 6 of these with that kind of price. Wow. But I know that of course the quality will be much better if you were to compare to the Marvel Legends. But other than that, I think this one will be a good looking one. Of course, if you have a limited budget, I think this is very nice. Wow, absolutely stunning. Wow, this is beautiful. I kind of like this piece here. Is soft and it's removable, of course. Yeah, you can put it back, and it's very nice. I just like the transparent web cape that they call it. And let's head on to the articulations for this guy. So for the articulation, we'll start off with the head like always. So this Spider-Man can look up a lot, and looking down even better. Yeah, looking side to side, no issues there. His arm, he can go 360 degrees, no issues. Going up, yep, about 90 degrees there. And he also comes with a butterfly joint, which gives a wide range of movement here. There's a bicep swivels, double joint elbow. His hand can move up and down, and there are 2 points of articulation here like always. So his waist can turn side to side. He can bend forward this much, bending backwards. Yep, even better. And let's see how well he can do a split. Yep, that's about it, unfortunately. As for his leg, he can kick forward slightly more than 90 degrees. Kicking backward, yeah, just a little. There's a leg swivels, double joint, knee. His leg can move up and down, no problem, even side to side. And there's no toe hinge or whatsoever. Okay, so I would say this Spider-Man does have some pretty standard articulations as compared to the rest of the Spider-Man for the Marvel Legends. So let's move on to the accessories. Okay, so for the accessory, he comes with a pair of claw hands. Yep, this is like a signature pose for him with the claw hands, which is why it's already on the figure itself. And these are pretty sharp, but luckily enough, the fingers are actually soft, so it wouldn't cause any harms. So it's a very child-friendly figures. And he does comes with a pair of closed fist hands, as well as another pair of wall crawling hands. And this web cape is also one of the accessories since it's actually removable. Yes, so this is all the accessory that it comes with. Okay, so in order to change the hand, it's pretty simple. You just need to remove it like this and then just slot it back in. It's very easy. Okay, so for the size comparison, I will compare with some Marvel Legends Spider-Man. I have the Scarlet Spider right over here. This is a pretty old one. Okay, and also the Symbiote Spider-Man. Yes, this is also another old versions of the Marvel Legends. And still on Marvel Legends, I'll compare with the movie versions of the Venom, yep, which is a lot bigger of course, as well as the Monster Venom. Okay, this is also from the Marvel Legends. And next, let's move on to some SH figures. I have the Far From Home Spider-Man right over here, as well as the PS4 Spider-Man gaming versions. And next I'll move on to some Mafex Spider-Man. This is the Amazing Spider-Man right over here, the comic versions, as well as the Iron Spider. Okay, this is from the Infinity War. And still on Mafex, I have Venom right over here, as well as the Carnage. Next on Mafex, I'd like to compare with Peter B. Parker, as well as the Miles Morales, also from the Mafex. And lastly, I'd like to compare with the Sentinel Toys Miles Morales, as well as the Flashback Studio Peter Parker. Okay, my final verdict for this Spider-Man 2099 is I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Yes, aesthetically it looks beautiful, the paint looks great, the spider emblems looks good, even the red they chosen is kind of perfect match for the blue. And as for the articulation, it's all good, as well as the accessory is kind of lacking. And if there's one thing that I could ask for is I would love to have an unmasked 8 for this Spider-Man 2099. That would be great. So yes, I'm totally recommending this Spider-Man if you are one of those who actually looks to expand your Spider-Verse, and he should be one that shines the most in your Spider-Man collections. So I would love to hear from you, what do you think about this Marvel Legends Spider-Man? So hit the thumbs up button if you like this review and consider subscribing to my channel. I have new video up almost every alternate day, and I'll catch you again in my next video. As always, take care, stay safe, and thank you for watching.